Community Radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Lost like a road that you travel on, when it's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind.
There's a world outside every dark and dark, where blues don't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and love is soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around.
I loved you now like I loved you then.
This is the road and these are the hands.
From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, to the Cowboys past to Vancouver's lights.
Knock me down, back up again.
You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man.
There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I, a misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, yeah, life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, yeah.
I always wait for that last, yeah! You know, before we can, I know that means that we're ready. Welcome to Superintendent Spotlight. I can't remember if we've ever done a show on February 29th before, but it is February 29th today, so it's a leap year.
Yes. Happy leap year.
It's leap day.
I know, we're on leap day.
It's a leap day, and it's really celebrated only once every 4 years because it only happens typically once every 4 years.
Does that mean anything that happens today doesn't count?
Kind of.
I guess so. So.
You won't have to worry about it for 4 more years.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, and I was telling before the show started, my godmother, my aunt, her birthday is legitimately on February 29th. So she just turned 80, but in all actuality, she turned 20, I guess, right?
Yeah,
because
sure.
Her birthday is only every 4 years. So
Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
How do dog years work with leap years?
That's too complicated math for me. So today we have a very exciting show. I'm very excited. So we have our guest we'll introduce in a second, but we have 3 teams of students from Westfield Technical Academy Culinary Arts Program that have prepared chili for us. So we have our little scoring sheet and the scoring guide. We're looking for presentation, smell or aroma. How's it smell? Flavor, texture. I'm a big texture guy with food. I don't know if you guys are too. And then just overall impression. And then we score it. It's 1 to 5, 5 being the best. So that'll come after our first break. But we're doing chili. So, but back to leap year. So since the beginning of time, man has been improving the way we keep it. That applies to calendars as well. Early Egyptians had a leap year in their calendar. The early Roman calendar had an entire leap month from time to time to keep those days in line with the astronomical year. An extra month in the year?
Did they hold that every 50 years or something?
Must have been, right? Because to make up for it. But wow. Must have been a long year that year.
Yes.
I'm glad it wasn't 2020, because that was not a good year.
It seemed like it was 13 months.
It seemed like
longer.
13 months. It sure did. So in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII adjusted the calendar because the Earth revolves around the sun once every 365.2421 days. One leap year every 4 years is just slightly too much. So instead of shortening the leap day, the Gregorian calendar is designed such that leap days only happen every 4 years, except years evenly divisible by 100, but not 400. So there was not a leap day in 1900, and there will not be a leap day in 2100. I can't explain that to you. I'm just telling you what it is.
I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that the Earth revolves around the sun and not me.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You said it. I didn't. So here we are. So Susan Dargy is our guest, my guest co-host. Mr. Rogers is tied up this week with our lockdown drills at all the schools. It also feels a little bit like making the list today because we have Rick Barry here and Ken Stomsky. So it's not a Tuesday. It's not Ken's Den.
You didn't wake up on the wrong day.
You did not wake up on the wrong day.
Yeah,
So,
do not adjust your TV sets
Exactly.
or your radio.
although I have to say, I do feel like this has been the longest week ever, and I don't know why, and I thought today should be Friday, but it's not. One more day.
Yeah, my time in Florida flew.
It did, I bet. How was the weather?
Yeah, 75 to 80 every day, not a single cloud in the sky. Yeah,
I'm
up.
biting my tongue.
It made up for Miami Beach.
Okay, I was
last
just going to
month.
say,
Yeah.
you went down there. It was colder, as cold as here. So,
Yeah.
But since we are featuring Tigers Pride today and the students, they're also open for lunch today and tomorrow. So, I guess you probably are wondering what is on the menu, and I'll tell you, it's going to be chili. So, but they have other stuff too. So they're open from 10:45 to 12:15 today and tomorrow. The soups are pasta fajoule and baked potato chowder. That sounds good. The salad this week is a balsamic chicken salad, marinated grilled chicken breast, sliced and served on top of fresh greens with assorted garden vegetables and your choice of dressing. They also make their own dressings here, if you didn't know that, so they do a nice job. And then the entrees are chili bread bowl. And then chicken cordon bleu, which is, I'm coming here for lunch today, so that's what I think I'm going to have. Do you all know what chicken cordon bleu is? Everyone know?
Yes.
It's breaded chicken breast stuffed with sliced ham and Swiss cheese topped with a Dijon cream sauce served with mashed potatoes and sautéed green beans. And then their sandwich special today is the Italian flatbread melt. Smoked ham, capicola, salami, roasted red peppers, and provolone on house-made flatbread, melted and topped with herb oil, served with chef's side and a pickle. Now tomorrow, soups and salad are the same, but the entrees changed. They have shrimp and scallop a la vodka. As well as a baked stuffed pork chop. So that's the menu for tomorrow. Stop by 564-3123 for more information. So for those of you who are new to Superintendent Spotlight, we play 4 songs. And you have to guess the year that all of these songs were on the top 100 Billboard charts. And we're going to play 4. We don't really hear the last one because it's the one we go out with, but I'll tell you what it is and what number it was. And Pete does a nice thing. So, Pete, we're going to take a quick break and do our first song. And when we come back, the students will be here. We'll talk chili. But the first song was number 17 on the year that we're looking for. Number 17. You ready, Pete?
Yep.
Here we go.
Dark in the city, night is a wire. Steaming in the subway, Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. It's not Ken's Den, even though there was a Ken's Den commercial in there. All right, so why are we doing chili today? Well, last Thursday was National Chili Day, but we were on the school vacation, so we couldn't do it. But I think most people like chili. Did you know that chili is listed as the official dish in the Texas legislature? That is their official food.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Not at
that
all.
makes sense.
A survey by National Today's Data Science found that only 5% of Americans are not fond of chili. So that's a pretty good amount. 95% of Americans will eat chili.
Well, I think what's nice is there are lots of variations.
Absolutely.
If you're a vegetarian, you can have chili that just has beans, white chicken chili, all the different.
I know it.
Yeah.
And that Texas chili you mentioned, that's a beanless chili.
Beanless.
Yeah, Texas chili.
Okay.
Yep.
It's all meat.
I didn't
All
know
Yep.
that.
All meat. Well, actually, there are vegetables in it. They're all
Onion,
but they're all
peppers,
onions and peppers.
yeah.
They're usually
Tomato.
And tomato. They're usually like a larger cut.
Larger chunk of it?
Yes, a larger
okay.
chunks.
Yeah,
like
it's like almost like
chili.
pulled stew meat. It's
Stew.
not like ground hamburger.
Ground hamburger.
Yeah,
Do you like chili dogs?
Yes.
and that's a different type of chili altogether.
Yeah. You don't like chili dogs?
No.
I can't do a chili dog with chili with beans,
No.
right?
No, you
can't
don't.
do that.
No, and real hot dog chili does not have beans.
It shouldn't.
No.
Okay. Also, by the way, the survey, 24% of Americans said that they consider chili the perfect comfort food.
I can see that.
It's a perfect warm you up in the winter food.
Yeah,
It is. And 26% of Americans prefer their chili spicy.
I'll agree with that. I do. I like mine.
Really spicy?
Yep. Not really spicy, but
Like burn your tongue off spicy?
no.
You know, there's a problem when you talk spice versus heat.
Yeah.
When you have too much spice where it's just hot and it overwhelms everything.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And that's one of the criteria that I'm using when we taste all these chilies in a few minutes.
Agreed.
When you have too much heat where it just distracts you
don't taste
from
the
their
chili.
food, you don't taste anything else. And, you know, if a chili makes you cry, it's not a very good chili because
Well,
you should be able to enjoy it.
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you're a super taster like myself, hot foods just send you over the top.
Yeah.
And that causes issues too.
Well, they just give me
there's a lot of
heartburn.
things that come in.
Gives me heartburn, right? Do you get heartburn with
I
spicy?
took my
No,
omeprazole
I don't.
early today
I did too, actually.
See, I don't.
in preparation.
No heartburn?
No, spicy foods do not give me heartburn.
Give you heartburn?
No, but I
Avoid?
I order not as spicy. Like if I was getting a dish that comes mild, medium, or spicy, I would do mild.
I get mild.
You know, mild, medium. Or
I do as well for flavor and taste because I can handle the heat.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
No.
I don't think it enhances flavor.
Can't stand the heat.
Get out of the
Don't
kitchen.
eat the chili.
Or don't eat the chili. And so 31% actually like, only 31%, this isn't a low number, I think, like cheese on their chili.
I'm in that
Onions.
percentage.
Yeah.
Onions
And what
too.
about sour cream?
Coming up, let me see, I think I got it. U.S. President Lyndon Johnson loved chili so much that the White House and his wife, Lady Bird, made it. I guess there's a big recipe, a card, that she would actually mail out to people. Did you know that?
No.
No.
And so I kind of want to look at that recipe. And according to a statistic, this is a controversial one. 125.34 million Americans in last year ate canned chili.
No.
It's good in a dip.
Canned chili.
There's a,
Like if you're making a
there-
cream cheese dip or something like that.
Yeah.
there's a few canned ones out there that aren't horrible.
What
Yeah.
one? Like Hormel? Are we talking Hormel?
No.
I don't know.
Canned chili?
No, that's
yeah,
horrible.
I don't
You
know.
gotta
I don't-
doctor that one.
If I'm gonna have chili, I either make it myself or get it from one of the local restaurants.
Yeah. I don't
Did you
know
see that Wendy's chili is available in a can now?
No.
I saw that at the supermarket a few months ago.
Really?
And it's like $5 something a can.
Is that, I just don't think canned chili is that.
No.
I mean, come on, people. Is chili healthy?
It can be.
Depends on what you put.
Yeah,
in it,
which
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Some recipes obviously are healthier than others, but chili does contain ingredients from key food groups. And if you want to build a healthier bowl of chili, you can use lean ground beef instead of. Okay, I don't use the lean ground beef.
Or
I make a turkey chili.
You do?
Yeah.
Ground turkey.
And I feel like with the ground turkey, with all the spices, all the other ingredients.
Almost can't tell the difference.
Except you would be able, the texture thing,
Yes.
that doesn't bother me like it bothers you.
that opens you up to make a white chili as well.
It does.
Yeah, I use a like sausage meat and hamburger. mixed
Sausage
together.
meat too, huh?
Yes, give it some texture, and it's got to be coarsely ground.
Coarsely
Not-
ground.
yeah,
I know what
not
that is because
fine-
I was a
finely
meat cutter
ground.
for a
Yep.
while.
Yep.
So that means it only goes
Yeah.
through the machine once instead
Right.
of twice.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know. And then, but ground turkey or ground chicken is obviously lower in fat too, so it's healthier for you. And vegetarians can use bulgur wheat, barley as a substitute, or beans, whatever, right? You can do that too. And again, going to beans, chili recipes usually include kidney, black, or pinto beans, but you can play around with different kinds to see which ones you like best. Some beans are very healthy, all right? A lot of them have protein, fiber, essential nutrients like folate and potassium. But people who regularly eat beans usually have lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and more stable blood sugar and insulin levels, Ken. That's for us.
Unless you're on Ozempic, then you can eat anything.
Anything you want, yeah.
Yeah.
The miracle drug?
Pretty much.
Part of it, I've been told too, is the capsaicin does wonders for blood pressure and things like that.
It does. Well, beans can also help you maintain a wealthy weight since they're a good source of lean protein, right? So we have our students now to my right, so we're going to welcome them in. Come on in. I'm excited. It's a little rough to try chili at 9:23 in the morning.
Did
maybe.
you ever? But did you ever have chili on spaghetti?
That's some of the different
That's Cincinnati
variations.
chili.
That's Cincinnati.
That's it, yeah.
And there's different ways of ordering it. You order it a two-way, a three-way, or four-way. And for instance, a three-way is spaghetti, chili, and cheese. A four-way is onion, spaghetti, chili, and cheese. A four-way is bean, spaghetti, chili, and cheese. And a five-way is spaghetti, chili, beans, onions, and cheese. And they layer it on top of your spaghetti when you order it in
Really?
Cincinnati, yes.
That's a lot.
By the way, are we
spaghetti.
doing average scores? Is that what we're going to tally it up?
Yep, that's our tally.
Oh, he doesn't have a sheet.
I have a graphic. I have a sheet.
Oh,
I
does
gave him a
okay.
sheet. So there
Look
we
at
go.
this, so we have a
Look
gra-
at that, the chili cook-off graphic. So
But now you notice one thing with all those different ways, the one constant, cheese.
cheese.
I wanted to get back to that because you did mention cheese goes
Only
on.
31%. I think that's insane.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna talk to Chef Rogers first. He's gonna let us know what our preparations were for this. Where's our? Oh, there we go.
Right there, and it's hot.
It's hot. Wife is hot.
Hand mic is-
All right, Chef, talk to us. Tell us what we've got going on today.
So as always, Mr. Zaporowski presents himself to me on like a Wednesday and says, "Hey, by the way, tomorrow is National Chili Day. Is there any way that you can make this happen for us?" I'm kidding. He always gives me a plenty of advance. And we always kind of take the ball and roll with it here because we do like to expose our culinary students and the great things that they do within our program and within the community as well. So when he mentioned the chili cook-off, I mentioned it to my senior freshman group, and of course a bunch of hands went up that they wanted to participate in it. And so we brought in some ground beef and we had all the ingredients. So what I did is I provided each group of two, so we have 3 teams, 2 students per team. I provided them with the same recipe, but I said you can make variations to it as you see fit and make it your own. Because I didn't want them researching, well, research is fine, but I didn't want them coming up with a bunch of different recipes. I kind of wanted to have them start with a standard base and then elaborate with their own style, their own taste buds, and their own presentation, their own garnish, so on and so forth.
So, Chef, what is the actual base that you gave to everyone to start off with and work?
Basically, just a basic chili recipe involving tomato sauce, ground beef, your standard spices, chili powder, a little bit of cumin, coriander, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, let's see, and beans, like the recipe called for grated northern beans. I'm not a big fan. I prefer kidney beans, so that's what I provided them to use in this dish. And they came up with their garnish on their own. And I think they actually had fun yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong. So chili, we would have not have had time after first period related theory science this morning to actually prepare the chili and get down here at 9:45, and then, as we know, Mr. Zaporowski drops in and says, "I want you for 9:20." So it's a good thing that we made this yesterday, right?
It's always better, though, if you make it.
A chili is always better the next day.
Yeah.
Similar type of tomato sauce.
A chili, a lasagna. There are some foods that just work better that way.
When you cool the product down and then reheat it again, the flavors tend to marry much better. As opposed to serving it immediately. Just one chef's opinion. You ask 30
I
chefs.
agree with you 100%.
You'll get 30 different answers. So
I think he's right.
That's mine.
The next day. Soups too
Yeah.
sometimes.
Soups, we always try to make our soups the day before.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because as things cool and get reheated, you just, and you know, there's evaporation that occurs. They get, what's the word I'm looking for? They get more constituted, so to speak, or they get more condensed, is the word I was looking for. So when things just seem to get better overnight. Now, I wouldn't do that with a prime rib. I wouldn't do that with a grilled chicken breast, but anything that has some kind of sauce or liquid base to it, absolutely.
I find when I make coleslaw a day ahead, it always comes out better because
4
it
days
just,
ahead.
Yeah.
Really?
You
Yeah.
can let that acid from the vinegar break down the fiber and profile of the cabbage, the carrot, the onion. To me, that's, once again, that's my opinion.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, hey, I noticed when I walked in, Mr. Zaporowski said, I don't know about having chili at 9:30 in the morning, but we'll give it a try. But he's the same guy that wanted prime rib at 9:30 in the morning. So I had a hard time with that one.
And we did well with that.
You guys did very well with
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
So who's our first team?
Our first team is going to be William.
Oh, hold on one second. We got a mic problem. Your mic keeps going in and out.
That any better?
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay. So our first,
Yep.
thank you, Rick. For the first team we have up today, we have freshman Will, and we have senior Aiden.
You guys want to speak about your experience cooking chili? Yeah, sure.
Give us your dish.
Then we got to taste it. The first one.
Don't touch the wire. All right. So we made a smoked double cheese chili for you guys, and like Roger said, we had the basic recipes. We added more cheese into it. We added a little more spices, make it a little more spicy for you guys, because it's kind of like how people see chili as they think of it
spicy,
spice.
yeah.
A little spicy, yeah. What, you want that up?
Not much. I mean, he said all the spices that we added.
Did you have fun making it?
Yes, it was very fun.
Do you like chili? Do you like chili?
I personally don't, but I still ate it and tried it, and it tasted good. So.
Okay. Do you like chili?
I love chili.
Me too.
It's really good.
All right. Can you serve us up?
Yeah, of course.
All right, and we got Pete in there too, so we got to bring it over there. So
They're going to start serving the chili. Is it not working?
Yeah, it keeps cutting in and out, so we will get it changed out.
Why don't we take a break? While they're serving, why don't we take a break?
That's a great idea,
Sounds
Pete.
good.
I was thinking the same.
Number 10. The rest of the day.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. So that song was
Eurythmics.
That was the Eurythmics.
Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams, and it was number 10 on the year.
Okay.
We're looking for.
So, you know, we have
This
to
was
be
when I was in
careful when
high
he
school.
mentions what number it was in a year, because some of these songs can go over 2 years.
Agreed. Sometimes
And that's where Zaporowski gets a little tricky with this.
I do like to get tricky. So for our students, so they can know what we're looking for as we taste this. So as I'm looking at this wonderful bowl of chili in front of me, we're looking for presentation. We're looking for aroma, which I'm getting a lot of aroma right now. Smell, flavor, texture, and then the overall impression. And so what I can tell you is I am impressed with the presentation. But we have to score it. So are you ready? Pete, you ready over there? Did you get your bowl?
Yep.
Okay. You guys ready? You nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Are you ready? Smell, flavor. What kind of cheese is on top?
Parmesan and cheddar.
Parmesan and cheddar.
And that's the first time I've actually seen shaved parm served on top of a chili. The cheddar here, that's typical. That's what you get usually when you order a chili. But the parm, it's a different change for me.
Well, and Pete, you were talking about you like onions on chili. Were you talking about the scallions? Because there's scallions on top of this.
Well, scallions are in the onion family, so that works too.
Okay. Did you try it yet?
There's a little bit of warmth at the back of the mouth. So there is a little bit of spice in here. And one thing that I don't care much for with chili is I don't care much for chilies that are very cumin forward. This is not very cumin forward, so I'm enjoying it.
Me too.
I'm also noticing
It's hitting in the back end.
I'm also noticing the cumin isn't really needed because I don't see much presence of beans here. Now beans, typically when you have it in chili, the cumin is in there to help with the digestive properties of them.
There you go. Thanks.
So that could be another reason why I'm not getting that much cumin. I'm getting a little bit of ground beef, but I'm also getting some chunks here as well.
Now, Chef, did you try these too?
Not until right now.
Right now? Okay.
It's always better the next day. Hey, and if you
This
guys
is
don't mind,
delicious.
Kenny is sweating.
There's not enough heat in this yet, Chef.
The texture is just amazing. That the chunks, like I said, that coarse ground and the bigger thing. So when you take it and you eat it, you're feeling like you're eating something and not just eating ground beef.
Ground beef. No, there's more to it.
Yeah. And the parm, I will tell you, I was a little taken aback by that, but it works.
It works.
It works with it.
And it
yes.
might be something I add to my own recipe moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah, and it definitely isn't a loose chili because you have some loose chilies, you have some thick chilies. This is a thicker chili where you can hold your spoon sideways and it doesn't all flop off. Also, as you
Very
go on with this dish, the heat starts to build up in your mouth a little bit more. I don't know if any of you are noticing
I
that.
noticed
am.
that. Yes.
I am. Susan, what do you think?
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
It has a little bit of heat, but
Not too much for me.
just
Just the right
a
amount.
nice amount. Yeah.
Pete, you're quiet over there. What do you got?
So I think the shaved parm is still throwing me off.
That was the first thing I brought up.
Well,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Melted in mine.
Yeah, it didn't really melt in mine because I got thicker chunks. But it does. It's not. I don't know. It's muting the heat a little bit,
It is.
but it's also. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird flavor. I'm like my brain's all of a sudden jumped to Italian. Overall, I think it's really good and it's really thick. It's a very Texas-y chili.
It is. In Texas, chili is the national food of Texas. Would you put this on a hot dog? If you did hot dog in chili dog, I think so.
Yeah.
I think for hot
would
dog
hold up
chili,
well.
you would need it. You would need it a little looser. All right. A hot dog chili wouldn't be as chunky as this. Also, typically a hot dog chili, I think you would find would be a little more sweeter like this, sweeter than this. Think almost along the lines of sloppy Joe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So did you leave the beans out of this recipe? That's the Texas.
That's the Texas
style?
chili. There's no beans. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
I took inspiration from the Texas chili.
It'd be nice if I had a little more presence of like peppers or onions within this. I am getting the flavor. I might want to see a little bit more of the actual vegetables.
I see some right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're there. They've just cooked down so much, which would be typical in a chili, especially the onions.
All right. Are you scored? Pete, you score over there?
I'm
scored, yeah.
working on it. Working on it.
All right, Pete. And then can you take us away? We're gonna prepare our next one.
Number 4.
84.
Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under? Where women glow and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under. The Peter's flow and mentioned her. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Lying in a den in Bombay with a slack jaw, not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from the land of plenty. And he said, oh, you come from a land down under. Yeah, women go and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Living in the land down under. Women go and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Living in the land down under. Women go and men wonder. Can you hear the thunder? Yeah. You better run, you better take cover. Living in the land down under. Women go and men wonder.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Studio 120 here at Westfield Technical Academy, where we are working with our culinary arts students here from Tiger's Pride Restaurant, and they have prepared for us chili, and we're doing if you're just joining us, a chili cook-off where we're looking for presentation, aroma, flavor, texture, overall impression. We tasted the first one. I think it got a rounding approval from the judge group, and so. But the song that we played, by the way, was "Down Under" by Men at Work, and it was number 4 on the year that we're looking for.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that helps at all. You remember Men at Work, Chef? All too well, yes. So I considered our age group when I picked today's music, so we all had a shot at the year. Early 40.
So we're here with Team 2.
Yes, we
And
are.
who is Team 2?
I'm Sky. This is Cole.
Sky and Cole. Okay. So this chili looks a little different than our last chili. Can you tell us about yours?
So with mine, or ours, sorry, we added beans into this one. We added Coke and whiskey into this one.
I can smell it.
We added a little dash of cinnamon, chili powder, paprika. We added cumin, garlic, peppers, onions.
Wow. And then how about garnish? How did you do the garnish?
We topped it off with sour cream, cheese, and scallion.
Oh, I love this, the sour cream edition.
Did you guys try it too?
No, we haven't.
You haven't even tried your own chili?
I mean, like, we tasted it, but not with, like, the cheese and...
Not with the garnish on it. But how did you decide to put, did you say whiskey and what was the other? Coke.
Like Coca-Cola?
Coke and whiskey.
In
Where did
chili?
that idea come from?
Well, he asked me if we can do the Coke. So...
Coke is it goes in recipes. Absolutely.
I just was like, we could do a Coca-Cola and whiskey because we went to MGM yesterday.
Oh, that's right.
2 days ago. And, I'm seeing all the bartending and stuff. I was like, yeah, like a Coke and whiskey.
Yeah, those two go together now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On occasion.
And it was apple whiskey, like an apple flavor whiskey. Yeah. So added a little cinnamon for that.
So what happens with the alcohol in the recipe? Is it okay for people that are under 21 to eat this chili?
Yes, because it gets cooked out.
Yeah.
So.
It's the flavor, right, of the whiskey?
Yeah, it evaporates out of the chili. What else do we do to it? I'm just thinking about... There was something else, sorry. No.
Did you have fun making it?
Yes, we did.
Are you going to try it with us?
If you want us to.
I do. I think they should.
Yes.
Are you
I
ready?
think so too.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So I am picking up that there is a
very cinnamon forward, right off the top.
Mm-hmm. Boy, you changed your voice.
Did I? It's still a tight chili, but I've noticed that the ground is a little different, or the grind, I should say, and you do have some very large pieces of protein in here.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Like large. It's filling up. One piece is filling up the entire spoon. I don't know if that's too large for a chili.
I got some of that in the last chili, though, Ken.
Too, if I might add, we were heating things up today, and another senior and freshman were making the chili for the restaurant today, because I knew that with my clientele down here, I probably wouldn't have any left from the radio show. So we made another batch for the restaurant, and Chef Nick says, what we used to add to chili for competitions, and I was kind of floored by it. He would use the Coca-Cola, but he would also add prune juice to it.
Really?
And he said the
That
prune
sweetens
juice
it up.
sweetens it up, and and a little bit of cocoa powder too, and gives it like a balance. And I've never.
Well,
thought of
the
prune juice.
cocoa powder, but with the spices you have in here, you're now starting to border on a mole.
Yeah, it would blend to mole.
But you got to balance it out. You don't want to overpower it. When I taste chili, I want to taste a little bit of everything. If you have too much heat, that's all you're going to receive is the heat and not be able to taste different items.
Now this did come with sour cream on the top.
I love the sour cream.
I think the sour cream helps to balance some of the spicy in here.
I love the sour cream. I like sour cream in my chili.
You know,
For
I
me,
might
this
be
is-
I might be partial because I'll eat sour cream right out of the container.
But for me, this is really mild. This is a mild chili. It's got flavor, but no heat.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Now I did hear Sky mention that there was an addition of beans. They're few and far between here, so it's not like where you have a chili with beans where it seems to be 50% beans, 50% meat.
Listen, I've had
There's
some
only a
people
few
make,
in here.
Some people make chili, or they call it chili. I call it beans.
Right.
Yeah, I think
That's what
this
it
is
is.
a nice bean to beef
Me too. It's just a perfect amount.
Kenny's the best food critic and the worst food critic all at once. I mean that in a nice way.
What's that?
He said that away from a microphone, so that didn't go over the air.
Yes, it did.
Well, let me revisit it. So, Kenny is probably he's a great critic and a terrible critic at the same time, and I mean that with all sincerity because I love the feedback you give us, and you don't. I don't sugarcoating's not the right term, but you tell it the way it is, and
that's what I'm known for.
Your feedback when it's I think constructive criticism, and I'm not saying that's what we're getting here. I'm just that's what you deliver, and I think it's necessary for chefs, anybody doing food services, to hear that. You have to.
It's 30 years of watching Food Network.
Yeah. Kenny and I are a riot on a road trip when we go into restaurants.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Now, so I got that one. This one seems to be cooked longer too, even though it's sat for a day, because the hamburger, even the big pieces, are melting apart. So like it's not dry. It's very together, but they're really. This one's just flavor. My fiance would love this chili because she's not into heat at all.
Well, Sky, come over. You tasted it. What did you think? Do you like chili? How'd you think it tasted?
Well, for me, I'm like a very sweet and savory type of girl, so
There you go.
it was very good.
Very good. I agree. It's gone.
Thank
All right.
you.
Did you try any? What did you think?
It was really sweet.
Do you like it sweet like that?
Yeah.
It was good. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's overly sweet.
Not overly.
No, that was really good.
It's really good.
It's like cover your taste buds. Like you could get all of it.
Absolutely. I like
That one would be excellent in any dip you wanted to put it in.
Oh, yeah.
Like as an accoutrement to a 7-layer dip or a cream cheese dip or something like that. It would be absolutely perfect for that.
All right. All right, Pete, take us away. We've got to prep the last one, and we only have 9 minutes. Here we go.
All right, hold on.
Play the last song. This one is number 81 on
Wait
the
a minute.
list.
Hold on.
We're hearing all 4 today. Wow, was that good?
We made a lot of dirty dishes.
We did.
Number 81.
Highway run into the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round on my mind. Restless hearts sleep alone tonight. Sending all my love along the wire. They say that the road ain't no place to start a family. Right down the line, it's been you and me. And loving a music man ain't always what it's supposed to be. Oh, girl, you stand by me. I'm forever yours, faithfully.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. So that last song was number 81. It was Faithfully by Journey. So we're just going to take our guess at the year first. Pete, what is your guess for the year for the music this week?
So I had to guess because I had to pick one more song, and I was dead right. Like the first chance, I was like, I'm going with 1983.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same?
Yep.
I was 1983. But
I was 84.
You were?
Yeah.
And Chef isn't here, but I was going to ask him too. We'll get his. It was 83.
But it's Journey. It's Journey. Everybody loves Journey.
Yeah. Well.
See, the Men at Work threw me off on that one.
I know.
Men at Work had a monster year that year.
They
Holy
really-
crap.
they
Three
really
top
did.
100 hits.
Oh, was it Men at Work or Duran Duran that threw me off?
Probably Duran Duran.
I think it might have been Duran Duran that threw me off, the very first song, because I'm thinking, okay, where was I? I know I was in middle school, but was it 7th or 8th?
8th grade.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
All right.
All right. We have our last team here. Let's introduce them.
Okay, so who are you?
My name's Hayden Marshall. My name is Jaden Perez.
All right, so tell me what you have in this chili that makes it different from the others.
Okay, so what they don't have is fruit. We added fruit to it to add a little bit of sweet and a little bit of earthiness. I know it sounds weird, but I think the nice acidity will help with the beef.
That doesn't really sound weird to me.
No.
Because, we put pineapple on pizza now.
Yeah, we do.
So,
Which is so wrong.
I agree.
That's a show for another day.
It
Mr.
is.
Zaporowski.
Absolutely, yes.
All right. So what was your inspiration for putting fruit into this?
Inspiration, I think it's Cuban, sorry, from Cuba. I think they add some fruit to a lot of their spicy dishes. I could be completely wrong, but I wanted to go with more like tropical kind of esque.
All right. On top of the fruit, anything else that you want to add that you've put into this chili?
Balsamic glaze. We semi-marinated the beef in balsamic glaze to add that salty but sweet tang to it as well.
That's going to be an interesting flavor profile.
It's sure.
Yeah, you'll get a little bit of umami plus sweetness from that glaze. Now, did you reduce your own balsamic to make that glaze?
It was already pre-made earlier, so we kind of simmered it down when we added it to the beef.
Okay, great.
All right, so
what do you say we get into it?
Okay.
On the scoring, are you going to give me the averages of all the scores, Superintendent? I'll just put them in the graphic here, or
I guess, yeah, but I think we need a second to.
yeah, we'll need a second to tally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, sir.
all right. The fruit.
So I'm interested. I'm gonna try to determine exactly what fruit it is. I purposely didn't ask them. I want to see if I can pick up on it.
You got to smell it, Susan. Too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Now this is probably the tightest chili out of all of them. I don't want to say dry because I do see moisture, but it's holding together and it's thicker and denser than the other two we've already had. Toppings.
Is there bacon in here? I've got bacon in here.
There is.
So he was already into it, and I'm still looking at it.
I know, me too, but everything's a little bit better with bacon.
I
not
saw
just throwing
some.
that out there.
I saw some right off the bat.
Rick's looking for bacon.
This is a sweet chili.
Everything's better with bacon.
Bacon, I know.
You know. Yeah. Anything with 2 farm animals is better.
Mm-hmm.
What's better than a bacon cheeseburger? Come on.
Wow.
That is sweet.
This is reminiscent of a Cincinnati.
Dare I say, if you were to back off on the heat a little bit more than what you have now, you're almost at the Sloppy Joe level.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tasting here.
Yep.
But you don't usually put bacon in Sloppy Joe.
Oh.
No, you know what? I would.
I mean,
I put bacon in my own grind that I make at home now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think Rick likes bacon. He said bacon. Everything's better with bacon. So.
Did you ever make meatloaf that way? Throw in some bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm getting the smokiness from the bacon.
What are you thinking
It's a little.
on the
It's a
fruit?
little too sweet for me personally.
See, I like.
I'm not. There's not enough. There's not enough spice coming out for me.
Oh, I'm getting.
I'm getting the balsamic on the back of my palate. I'm getting that flavor. I love the fact of the larger pieces of vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
I got some onion that was right there, which was a good flavor to it.
I love the sweet.
I do too. Is the fruit?
Can we ask
I
what
don't
the
want
fruit's
to.
in there now?
I want to take a guess. Ken,
Ken, what's your guess for the
what's
fruit?
your guess for the fruit?
It's hard for me to pick up on it because that balsamic is throwing me off.
I think it's raspberry.
I don't think it's raspberry.
No.
It is lime and orange.
Lime and orange.
Citrus fruits.
All right. So when you say orange, are you talking about just juice?
Juice and a little bit of the flesh from it.
All right. See, I was looking for some pulp in here. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting choice. That was.
Well, now orange doesn't always give you the sweet because it can give you some tart and some tangy as well, especially with the addition of lime in there.
Well, you know my vote. It's gone.
Glad to hear.
Yeah.
I'm gone too. There's a cliffhanger because the people on the radio got cut off, so they'll have to go tune into the YouTube to find out the winner.
The winner of these. Well,
I've
we have to
extended
start-
us to 10:30 just in case.
Well, we've got to do some math now, and that takes some of us a little bit longer than others.
Do you want to have this? I have my sheet. Do you want to bring it into you, or do you want to just?
Well, let's. Let me score.
Remember when we were up at the studio at the college, Peter, where we would challenge everyone to. Peter's not even in the control room because I see him walking in right now. We would play the dead air game, and we'd stare at each other in front of our microphones and not say anything and see who would break before, because that's when we were primarily radio.
Right.
So it'd be like, okay, no dead air. You can't have dead air at all. So we would just stop completely and look at each other just like that in front of our microphones. Bob Plass was always the one who would break and start talking.
All right, shall I play another song from that year?
Yes, please.
Yes, that's a great year.
And then we'll have the answer when we get back.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz. The Ritz. Dining wine, but not till 9. The time is right for us tonight. We can move to the rhythm. We can move, dance to the rhythm. Nice and easy. Putting it on the R-I-T-Z. How about you and me, says
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
So that was the album version.
It was the longest one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Pete, we did the math.
Yep, typing it in now.
All right, I just want to say that I think you all did an absolutely phenomenal job, and we talked at the table, and we would eat your chili on any given day, anytime. I want to thank you for participating, but also for your creativity. You guys put in some ingredients I never would have thought of, really.
Yep. And they were all distinctly different, even though the baseline was the same for everything.
And that's
And it was,
thank you, Chef. Huh?
Yes.
That was my goal.
That was the great goal.
And it was a difficult decision. Trust me. I looked over them, and it's kind of split between who of the 4 judges here whose was the favorite. So.
All right. I would tell you that you all came in within 2 points of each other.
Yes.
Oh, this sounds like the Chef Showdown now.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, they were all within the wheelhouse of doing that. Susan, what did you think of the? Were you impressed?
I am very impressed, not only by what these students have done, but by what I've learned
About-
from the judges.
Yes.
About food today.
I know.
So this was a great experience for me. So thank you all.
All right, you ready for the results?
We are.
There are the results.
I told you, all within 2 points of each other. So who's the winner? We got Hayden and Jaden. Did I get those names right?
Hayden,
Yeah.
Jaden.
With 107, Hayden and Jaden. Finishing second, Sky and Cole with 105. And Will and Aiden with 103. So all within 2 points of each other.
I
And
think you have
the scores are
plenty to
pretty
be
good
proud about.
across the board there if you look at all the breakdown.
And I know how I voted, and by looking at how the numbers worked out, I know that my fellow judges voted completely differently.
Yeah.
So we all took something different out of it. We noticed different notes, different textures, different heat levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying, is that each one of us had somebody different on the top of their list, which was their favorite.
Right. So that just goes to show you our tastes are a little bit different. But in the end, what I think Hayden and Jaden helped them was the bacon.
Yes, that was.
I'm gonna be honest.
That little smokiness coming from the bacon was.
They were all excellent chilies, though.
I
They
like
were
the little bit of
excellent.
heat.
Fantastic.
You and Jaden won. I couldn't see because of the date.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hayden and Jaden won.
Hayden,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. And congratulations to all of you.
No, really. That is, you all made chili that would be, you could serve at any restaurant and people would pay a good amount of money for. So
Yes.
congratulations, be proud of yourselves.
Yes, those were restaurant dishes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Presentation, everything.
Within 2 points of.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We would like.
We would like
I
the
would
recipe.
like the recipe.
Yeah.
I would too. So I'm coming back for lunch. So if you want to give me the recipe,
And
I'll be
can
here at
we get
11:30.
all the recipes?
We may have to email that to you because
Okay.
That's okay.
we are open.
You need to get to work. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get to work.
We're open in less than a half an hour.
Yeah, you have service soon.
Well, and Chef, next week, just so you know, I have the Westfield Intermediate School coming. 8 students. They're going to do 3 songs and performances, Ken, and it's National Flapjack Day. Yeah.
See you Thursday.
So, all right. Thank you all again. Thanks, Pete, for helping us out and running the show today. Rick, thank you for joining us as a guest.
It was a pleasure.
I'm not hungry though anymore.
No,
I'm good.
No, not at all.
Ken, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I can go grocery shopping now.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
I feel like I think I might make some chili.
I know. There you go. All right, folks. We'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.